Welcome to Fuel Your Drive. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Fuel Your Drive. I am your host, Josh York. We have another incredible episode in store for you today. Before we get started, as you know, please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. I want to keep growing the show, and I can't do it without the support from you guys, so thank you. Want to get into an incredible topic today that I was thinking about actually this morning. I thought it'd be a great thing to talk about on a podcast, and we'll keep it short and sweet. So there is a cycle that I see way too many people jump on board with. And it's the cycle of as soon as things get difficult or hard or something doesn't work out for you, you're on to the next thing. Those people tend to continue to do that for pretty much their whole life. And, I was thinking back to the early days, and I'm not going to mention names, but I had some incredible, great trainers on board. I mean, like great, that really had like great opportunities to grow within the company. But what happens is, and again, the cycle just continues to keep going on and on and on, is they might not be happy. They want more. They're not willing to put the work in. Things get tough, difficult, uncomfortable. So here you are, 2 years, 3 years. Instead of continuing to put the work in and know that good things are coming your way, they move on to the next thing. They do the same thing. Year, 2 years, start feeling the same way. This is not for me. On to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Here's the problem. When you do that, you will always be doing that, and you're wasting so much time. It's crazy. Like, I've bumped into some of these people, and they're still doing the same thing. They're still doing the same thing. And it's just not effective. So here's the deal. It's supposed to be hard. Growing pains means you're growing and it's supposed to be painful. But if you stop and you don't continue with what you're doing, you're just going to be, going on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So here's what I would advise you to do. And I really think you should take my advice here because I happen to know a thing or two. Get within a company, align yourself with an organization that you have opportunity to grow in. As you know, I've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again. You do not have to be an entrepreneur to be successful. You can be an entrepreneur and be very successful. I know many people that work for great companies that have been very successful, had great careers, made a lot of money, helped a lot of people, done amazing things, and be able to live a great life with a lot of disposable income. But you got to pay your dues and you got to put the work in. So the first thing you got to do is find a company that's great, that's got a great culture, that has opportunity for you to really do something great, because you got to understand something. And I see this quite often in some small businesses. A lot of owners are in it for themselves, and that's really the wrong way to think. If you're thinking like that, you're already done. Like, it's not going to work out. You need to build a great team. You need to surround yourself with great people, and you need to make sure everyone's part of that vision. Everyone's on board with that, because that's really how you're going to be able to, obtain the success that you're looking to obtain. But a lot of great companies, before I say that, let me say one thing. Everyone starts at zero. Okay. Everyone starts in the same place, but a lot of great companies go through, I'd say probably the majority of great companies, the hell am I saying? All great companies go through hardships. They go through challenging moments. They go through pain. That's a never ending thing. And the problem is, being a team member within a company like that, it can be discouraging. You can be questioning things from time to time. You could be asking yourself, is this really right? If you don't believe in the people on that team, if you do not believe in the vision, if you do not see it clearly that it's working, right? And again, things are not going to always work at 100%. Things are going to work in stages. It's funny, when I think back to the early days of GYMGUYZ, we had many challenges, and we still have challenges. You're always going to deal with challenges, but there was lots of things we had challenges with in the early days that, we've been able to fix and perfect, because at the end of the day, what we've done is also very different. We've created a new category. We've done something that no one's ever been able to do before. No one's ever franchised before. So that comes with a lot of other issues. And, look, everyone always used to tell me to open up a gym, open up a gym, open up a gym. Yeah, look, everyone opens up a gym, and we are not a gym. We're the rebellion against it, as I always say. And at the end of the day, gyms are in the past, right? We're the future. We're the future of fitness, and writing's on the wall with that. So, look, not to get off track here, the message I just want to send you is don't keep continuing that vicious cycle of going on, jumping to the next thing, starting something new, getting excited, jumping on to the next thing and the next thing. There's just way too many people do that, and you need to find something you love to do and understand. You might love it, you might have passion for it. You're not going to love every day. It's just not possible. It's impossible to love every day, but you have to understand. You're going to have to go through some of that pain to get the reward at the end of the tunnel. At that end, all the way at the end, that's what you're working for, and that's why you got to have great people around you. So, guys, that's really it for today's episode. I want to touch on that quick. I got to jump on a call. So until next time, remember to continue to fuel your drive. See you guys. Legend. Do you know my name? My name is Legend.